Good day, grade 10. In this video, we will have the discussion of our lesson 6, parallel and perpendicular lines. Let's start. Let's have first parallel lines. Parallel lines are lines in the same plane where it does not intersect and extend infinitely in the same direction, which all points of line sub 1 are equidistant with all points of line sub 2. So let's say we have here two lines, the line sub 1 and line sub 2. So these two lines are parallel lines. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng points na meron kay line sub 1, equal ang distance nila sa points na meron si line sub 2. That is the main reason why parallel lines never intersect. Okay? Next, we have perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines are lines that intersect at exactly one point and makes a 90-degree angle. So, this is an illustration of our perpendicular lines. Nag-intersect sila at exactly one point lamang. And sa pag-intersect nila, naka-form sila ng right angle or a 90-degree angle. And for us to have a deeper understanding about perpendicular lines and parallel lines, graph the following set of equations on the same axis. So first set, we have y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 2x plus 5. So try nating i-plot or i-graph yung dalawang equation na to. First, we have y equals 2x plus 1. Since the equations are written in slope-intercept form, mas madali siyang i-graph. So, y-intercept nito is 1. So, andito siya sa positive y-axis. Then, ang slope natin is 2. And 2 can also be written as 2 over 1. So, meaning, ang rise natin is the numerator 2. Mula dito, aakyat tayo ng 2. And our denominator is 1. And since we have a positive slope, magra-right tayo. Right tayo ng isa. So, nandito yung isang point natin and then we will connect those points. This is the line of the first equation. Next, we have y equals 2x plus 5. This time, y-intercept is 5. So, andito tayo. Then, still, slope niya ay 2. So, mag-aakyat tayo ng 2 and magra-right ng isa. So, nandito yung point natin. These are the lines of the given equations. So, kung mapapansin natin, mukhang parallel lines yung nabuong lines natin. Pero, since lagi natin sinasabi na do not assume unless otherwise stated, ipoprove natin siya using our application software, GeoGebra. So, ipa-plot natin yung dalawang equations natin para lang at least makita natin kung parallel lines ba talaga yung nabuo. So, we have the graph of y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 2x plus 5. So, kung napapansin natin, yes, pag in-extend natin siya infinitely, they will never intersect. So, ibig sabihin, parallel line sila. Next set, we have y equals negative 2/3 x minus 1 and y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. So, plot muna natin yung unang equation. Y-intercept natin is negative 1. So, nandito, in negative y-axis. And our slope is negative 2/3. So, ang ating rise is the numerator 2. Akyat tayo ng 2. Then, our run is the denominator 3. But take note, we have a negative slope. So, left tayo ng 3. Ibig sabihin, nandito yung other point natin. And then, connect lang natin yung 2 points. Next equation, we have y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. So, y-intercept natin is positive 3. And slope same tayo, negative 2/3. So, akyat tayo ng 2, rise ng 2, and left ng 3. Since negative ang ating slope. Then, connect lang natin yung points natin. Again, para mas ma-sure natin na parallel lines talaga yung nabuo, plot natin siya sa application software natin. The graph of the equation y equals negative 2/3 x minus 1 and y equals negative 2/3 x plus 3. So, these are the lines. So, again, kung napapansin natin, parallel sila. And kapag in-extend natin infinitely yung lines, they will never intersect. We have y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals negative 1/2 x plus 5. So, yung first equation natin, ito yung ginraph natin sa set 1. So, ito yung graph natin. Ito yung naging graph natin kanina. And another equation, we have y equals negative 1 half x plus 5. So, y-intercept natin here is positive 5. So, andito siya sa positive y-axis. And the slope is negative 1 half. So, rise natin is 1. So, akyat tayo ng isa. Then, our run is 2. And since negative yung slope, left tayo. Andito yung ating point. So, connect lang natin yung 2 points na yon. And these are the lines of the given equation. So, kung mapapansin natin, perpendicular yung lines na nabuo. But again, we cannot assume unless otherwise ma-prove natin that the angle formed are right angles. So, again, we will be using GeoGebra. Ipa-plot natin yung two given equations. Y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals negative 1 half x plus 5. And hahanapin natin or aalamin natin ang measure ng angle na to. If this is a 90-degree angle, then the lines are perpendicular. And yes, 90-degree angle nga yung nabuo. Next set, the last one, we have y equals negative 2/3 x minus 2 and y equals 3 over 2x plus 3. So, plot muna natin yung first equation. Y-intercept natin is negative 2. So, nasa negative y-axis. And the slope natin is negative 2/3. Our rise is 2. Akyat tayo ng dalawa. And our run is 3. Negative ang ating slope, kaya tayo ay magle-left. 1, 2, 3. Nandito yung point natin and connect lang natin yung 2 points. Next equation, we have y equals 3 over 2x plus 3. This time, our y-intercept is 3. So, nandito siya. And our slope is 3 over 2. Since ang ating rise is 3, akyat tayo ng 3. From here, 1, 2, 3. Then, our run is 2. And we have a positive slope. So, magra-right tayo ng 2. So, nandito yung point natin. And connect lang natin yung 2 points na yun. Again, check natin kung perpendicular talaga sila using GeoGebra. This is the line of y equals negative 2/3 x minus 2 and y equals 3 over 2x plus 3. So again, if this is a right angle, then the lines are perpendicular. And yes, right angle ang na-form. Thus, the lines are perpendicular lines. This time, pag-aralan natin yung mga naging answers natin. So, these are the given equations and the corresponding lines. Okay, we have set 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's have first the slope of the first and the second line ng bawat set. So, for the first set, slope ng first and second line are the same, 2. For the second set, slope of the first and second line, again same, we have negative 2/3. And for the third set, slope is 2. And this one, negative 1/2. And for the fourth set, slope, we have negative 2/3 and positive 3 over 2. Now, this time, let us have the relationship of the slopes. So, for the first set, same yung slope natin. Same with the second set. Same slope tayo. Next, we have the third and fourth set. For their slope, 2 and negative 1/2 and negative 2/3 and positive 3 over 2. So, kung napapansin natin, relationship ng slope nila is the negative reciprocal of each other. Reciprocal of 2 is 1/2. Then, negative. Reciprocal ni 2 over 3 is 3 over 2. Negative dito, naging positive dito. So again, negative reciprocal. How about the relationship of the lines or graph? For the first set, na-prove natin na parallel ang lines. Same with the second set. And for the third and fourth set, the lines are perpendicular. For the summary, we can conclude now that the slopes of parallel lines are equal. And this is true in every pair of parallel lines. Laging same or equal ang slope nila. And we also have this: the slopes of perpendicular lines are the negative reciprocal of each other. Again, this is always true in every pair of perpendicular lines. Let's have some examples. First, determine whether the graphs of y equals negative 3x plus 4 and 6x plus 2y equals negative 10 are parallel lines. So, kanina nabanggit natin na basta parallel lines, equal yung slope nila. Ibig sabihin, kapag na-proof natin na same ang slope ng dalawang equations na to, parallel lines sila. First, let's have y equals negative 3x plus 4. So, since this equation is already written in slope-intercept form, alam na natin kung ano yung slope nito. Let's have now 6x plus 2y equals negative 10. And for us to know the slope of this equation, lipat lang natin siya sa slope-intercept form. So, transpose natin si 6x. We will be having 2y equals negative 6x minus 10. Then, to eliminate the numerical coefficient of y, divide both sides by 2. So, 2y divided by 2 is y equals negative 6x divided by 2 is negative 3x, and negative 10 divided by 2, we have negative 5. And kung napapansin natin, they have the same slope, negative 3. So, meaning, the lines are parallel lines. Ganun lang po. Next, we have example 2. Tell whether the graphs of 3y equals 9x plus 3 and 6y plus 2x equals 6 are perpendicular lines. So, same lang yung gagawin natin. Aalamin lang natin kung ano ang slope ng given equations. And kapag na-proof natin ng slope nila ay negative reciprocal ng bawat isa, they are perpendicular lines. Let's have first 3y equals 9x plus 3. Express lang natin ng equation na to sa slope-intercept form. Okay, to eliminate the numerical coefficient of y, divide both sides by 3. So, we have 3y divided by 3 is y, 9x divided by 3 is 3x, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, slope-intercept form of the first equation, y equals 3x plus 1. Next, we have 6y plus 2x equals 6. So, express lang ulit natin siya sa slope-intercept form. We will be having 6y equals negative 2x plus 6. Then, divide both sides by positive 6. 6y divided by 6 is y, and negative 2x divided by 6 is negative 1/3 x, and 6 divided by 6 is positive 1. So, we have the slopes here, 3 and negative 1/3. So, ibig sabihin, negative reciprocal sila ng isa't isa. Thus, the lines are perpendicular lines.